Hey, we're here. Taye Ricks is back on Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Live 365, iHeartRadio. One of the best up and coming R&B artists in the game for sure. He's returned. Welcome back, man. How's everything going?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Taye Ricks is here, and he's got his own T-shirt. He's got the merch this time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's go.
Is that new? Is
Let's
this
go.
something that you just started doing?
Um, yeah. So, just trying to promote myself, man. So we printing up t-shirts now. We got some hats. We got stuff that got a couple of sweatshirts that we're gonna be, putting on the website to sell to our fans. So just another piece of Tay Ricks.
Getting out there. So what were kind of some of the bricks? I remember we talked about it last time with Innovibes. You got the poster in their background. We talked about your label, you starting that way back in 2013, that you laid things down brick by brick each day. So what would you say the last time we spoke, I think was early last year. So was that 2024? So what are
Mhm.
kind of have been sort of the most important bricks that you've laid down since we last spoke?
Just like you say, that one brick a day, man. Just gaining more knowledge in the industry and gaining more knowledge in the business and where I want to go and some of the things that I want to do. So, I've been studying more financial literacy. I've been studying more marketing. Like that's the biggest thing I've been on now. That's why we're talking here today because we pushing big noise. So, just trying to find more ways and more avenues to put Tay Ricks and his music in front of the people that want to hear it.
I respect that. And that's how you keep going. This is how you're going to get seen. This is what you really need to do to keep things pushing for you. And Inner Vibes, as far as the things go, are you kind of looking to, I don't think I asked this last time, are you going to be signing some artists to this label? Are you kind of already scouting some people? Is that what you want to do with the label as well?
So I started the label really to just support the things that I do.
Hmm.
Um, those things have crossed my mind. There are some people that I work with that I've collabed with. I think one day, if that time comes and I have the space for that, because right now it's just definitely Tay Ricks. But I think if one day if that space comes where I can take what I've built and pull others up with me, I will definitely do something like that.
That's real. How about we get into this new song? Because Big Noise is coming out with June 19th. Is that when it's officially releasing? I
Yes,
saw that on the YouTube
yeah,
page.
big
It's
noise,
already up
June
there.
19th. Yeah,
Was this recorded
yeah.
at
So
House of Hits?
So this one actually was recorded here in Tampa at Deep Productions by Brian Tyson. Man, he's worked with Plies, he's worked with DJ Khaled, he's got platinum plaque. So real dope individual. He's a genius, if you ask me, man. So shout out Brian Tyson.
Shout out to him. And Time was
Yeah.
the one that was at the House of Hits.
Yes, yes.
How was it recording there?
Amazing, man. When you know all the people that have come through that building, man, and you're in the same studio and you're working on the same equipment and you're just in that vibe, and it's like the energy is just different, man. It's like it breeds the creativity when you walk into that place. They really
Legendary
serve
spot.
artists well. Absolutely.
Legendary. So how did this track come together? Let's get into it. We got the collaboration here with Lee Jet
I'm
and Cool. So how did this all
right.
come about?
So real interesting story. Me and Cool was in Miami. We had just shot time. Matter of fact, that I want to say either the night before or that evening, and we was all back at the Airbnb. And again, anytime I'm with artists, people that I really do music with, if I got time to just pull up some beats or whatever, pull up some ideas. Sometimes I bring the guitar, strum the guitar, right? Just try to have a session. And so I was going through some beats, and I actually played this beat because I was looking for some other beats because I didn't think those beats would be. I didn't think that beat would be something cool would be vibing with at the time. So I just played it, trying to find something else that. So while I was trying to find something else, he was like, "Yo, I'm messing with this, man. It's nice." He's like, "It's different. It's got a broader vibe." And like he allowed me to really see that beat in like a totally different light because I didn't see that when I made it. That wasn't in my head. So he was like, "Hey, let's just work with this one." So we go back home, go our separate ways, and just communicating back and forth. I wrote a hook, I sent it to him. He wrote a verse, he sent it to me. I'm like, okay, it's vibing, and we had a discussion about who else to put on it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was just gonna be me or him. And for a while, it was just me and him. I had reached out to Legit. Shout out to Legit. Um, Amazing artist here in Florida, man. Like 25 million independent streams. I'm pretty sure you heard of him. So when I reached out to him, like he didn't immediately get back with me. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe he's not feeling it. And then like a week before, we had already booked the studio time. And then like a week before, 2 weeks before, Cool was flying here to record. He hit us up. He's like, "Yo, bro, just let me know when to record. I got my verse." So I'm like, "Oh man, this is gonna be dope now." Like legit is on board with it. So we all meet at Deep Productions, and really pretty much the rest is history, bro. Like it was a great vibe, awesome experience in the studio. Everybody was kind of giving their, opinions on how the song should go and just giving their expertise. And I think we created something amazing, bro. I feel like it's the song of the summer.
I know you've sent that to me. I checked it out. It's a dope record. You got the visual done already too. It looks like from YouTube.
Yes, yes, we're gonna be dropping that same day.
Same
Everything
day.
same day. Yeah.
Two for one. Two birds, one stone. We get that right in the same day.
No, absolutely, man. And shout out to Certified is who shot the video, man. He produced a movie. Trust me, wait till you see it, bro.
Oh,
Like, it's
I'm
a
looking
movie.
forward to it.
Yeah.
I saw what you sent me on Instagram, so I know it's going to be
Right.
something pleasant for people to check out. So what's going to be the follow up? Because we know the climate that we live in, it's always constant. What's the next thing? What's the next thing? Are you planning to do a project with Cool because you've done two collaborations already? What's kind of next on the horizon?
So yeah, we've been in discussion, man. So just over the years, we've just been doing a lot of music. I actually started some family of mine, so mutual friend of some other family. So that's kind of how we started, and it has evolved into like, okay, yeah, hop on my song, hop on. So I think that's something that we could be looking at. I mean, we've released two. We've got a couple more that we're working on. So at least an EP. I think it's a vibe, man. He's from an area like, and he's from Mississippi. And I don't know if you remember, I actually was born in Arkansas. So
I remember.
there's a little bit of he's on one side of the river and I'm on the other side of the Mississippi. So there's a little connection there too. So a little bit of nostalgia.
I remember the whole journey. We talked about it last time. It was a
Right.
culture shock for you to come down to Florida, the Tampa
It
with the
was.
escalators. I remember
It
that.
was. It was, man. It really was. Like, so we flew into Orlando Airport and just coming from a small country town, West Helena, Arkansas. Shout out to all my people from Helena, West Helena, Phillips County, right along the Mississippi, man. And the history of Helena is like the King Biscuit Blues Festival. I don't know if you heard about King Biscuit, the radio station. It's like one of the oldest in the country.
Mm. No, I
So
haven't. I have to do my research on that.
right, right. So flying from there into Orlando Airport was like a 180, bro. Like I never thought that I would be standing in something like that. So it was crazy at that age. But times have changed. I'm glad I made that move. Everything happens for a reason. Florida has definitely been good to me. Tampa is definitely a home, and then we got Miami right down the road, which is the backdrop of big noise. Fort
Ooh,
Lauderdale, Miami area.
oh, especially yeah, that's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get down. Especially the weather. The weather is nice in Florida too.
Yes. Yes.
Can't beat it. Do you miss Arkansas at all?
I've gone back several times, man, and I can't say I miss it, but when I but I've been creating a new relationship. So like when we do go back, I go back now. It's just it's way more peaceful than Florida could ever be. You know what I'm saying? So just going back and just the country, just quiet and just you see land for miles and trees and it smells different. And then the sun go down and you got the fireflies and the lightning bugs and the trees. It's just a totally different experience. So
Different
I've
atmosphere.
gotten a new relationship with it, man. We've talked about like retiring and just buying some retirement property there and just like spending summers and stuff. So
It's different, and that's where you're originally born and from. And you get out to Florida, you become a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. You got the logo in the background. I think
oh yeah,
that
yeah.
was yeah, big Buccaneer fan. So how do you feel about the progression of the team?
Um, you know, I I go season to season, man. We have some ups and downs. Like I like Baker. I like what they got going right now. I mean, we're getting Chris Godwin. He's deciding to stay apparently. So we should have a good season, man. We're still pretty strong in our division, so
I'm looking
we should be
forward to
okay.
because Baker Mayfield he took you guys deep into the playoffs the year before last.
Yeah,
So
he
he's
did. Yeah, he did okay. He's like this sometimes, man. But he to me he runs the offense pretty well, and for the most part he can move the ball down the field and he can get it to the playmaker. So when we need it, he can make it happen. And I watched him in Cleveland, so it's always wild. Like I watched him in Cleveland with a bunch of Browns backers fans. So I don't know if you know about Cleveland Browns fans, man. They don't hold back. So it's like we were all like very apprehensive, but I will say, like, from Cleveland to now, I've watched him. He's much better, man. He's safer with the ball than he used to be, and he only extends the play when he really needs to most of the time. So he's gotten better.
More experience. Who do you follow for
Yeah.
basketball? Do you follow basketball?
I actually don't watch basketball, man. I
You
hadn't
don't.
watched the last time I watched basketball was like Shaq and Penny was on the Magic. So
Okay, that was a
so
legendary tandem until Shaq sold out and
yeah,
went to the
yeah,
Lakers.
yeah. So yeah, I hadn't really watched basketball since then, man. But football is my sport though.
I could tell. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
unfortunate with Shaq and Penny because imagine if they won a ring. Imagine that.
yeah.
And I think the Magic have one of the nicest uniforms. I think they just went back to the pinstripes too. I saw that online recently.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll pick back up watching them, man. You know, it's real different now. It's like those stars of the old time is like they gone, man. It's like it's a lot of new faces for me. For me, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of new faces. So
It's been a long time. It definitely has. The
yeah.
Magic, it's tough since Dwight Howard, if you think about it.
Right.
Yeah, they need that next big player, but I'm sure they'll make it work eventually. It's always bound to come around again. So I do want to get into more into the music side of things because how was the Tay Ricks experience last year? I know that was something that was big for you on the agenda.
Yeah, man. So unfortunately, due to some unforeseen circumstances, we had to cancel that. It just it wasn't working out. But in July, we have a sold out show in July with my homeboy Bishop Hollywood. We did floating together in Lakeland that we're gonna be putting on. So, things don't always work out, but hey, we just keep on moving. So right now we July, it'll be it's his birthday bash. He's celebrating a couple things, but we're gonna do all the songs we've done together, some songs that we haven't released yet, and it's gonna be a dope vibe, man. So looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to it. People, where can people get some tickets here to come out and see
Uh,
this?
they're on Eventbrite, man. So I could definitely share the link with you, and
Okay.
you can put it up with this, but it's gonna be on Eventbrite July 25th at Union Hall in Lakeland. As Bishop Hollywood and myself, and we're just gonna vibe out, man.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
still
it's all good.
chasing the first high? Are you still chasing Bliss? I know Bliss was the big one, so are you still chasing the first high?
I mean, yeah, because I think Big Noise is another extension of that, man. Because there's a lot of we wanted to incorporate a little bit of nostalgia in the Big Noise, like the '90s summertime, like the Will Smith vibe. I know the last time we was on the LL Cool J Hey Lover,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, just like that '90s vibe, man. When people just pulled up to like the beach or like a park, and then people just cooking and just vibing, having a good time, listening to music, whether you with your family or whatever. So like just wanted to bring that vibe back around, man. Like there's a lot of negative music out here that we just out there. We just want to give people something positive.
Yeah, I could tell. That's what we talked about last time. And also too, because Usher's your guy. He did the Super Bowl last year. What did you think of his album that came out last year?
Pretty dope, man. Like I
Hmm.
say, he's the man. He's pretty consistent. Like everything he does, man, I'm on top of it. So
If you were to call you to get on a remix for the new album, he think he did drop a deluxe part of that. So if you wanted you on a song off the new album, say if we were to call you, which song would you want to be on?
I mean, I would have to honestly, man, I would counter it and say, man, I want to be on something that's classic though.
That's okay.
You
So
feel what I'm
what's a
saying?
classic Usher
Like,
song?
like, there goes my baby, or like because there's some album songs, superstar,
Hmm.
superstar.
Confessions. That's all for Confessions. Yeah,
Like
that's a big
for
one.
me, like when we talk about Usher albums though, you know, I still got to go back to Confessions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah,
One Day
it's
You'll Be
classic.
Mine. That My Way. That album
Right,
was
right,
great.
right, right.
His first album, I think that was just titled Usher, the first one from the early nine. What was it? 96, that one? 94, 96?
Something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't remember right now, but yeah, he was dropping a lot of stuff, man. He from a young age, so he's my guy.
That's your guy right there.
Yeah.
What's been your top album that's come out recently, especially this year from
Um,
R&B?
man, that lucky day, that
Mm.
algorithm, that lucky day, I'm feeling that. The one he got with Teddy Swims.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw
Blame,
that.
yeah. That's my song.
That's
That's
been
my
going
song right now.
crazy.
Yeah, that's my song right now. So yeah,
What are your
legendary.
thoughts on the current algorithms? I feel like they're worse. I remember we talked about social media last year because it was
Hmm.
more of distractions and just how to really navigate being a creative in that space. So,
Hmm.
what are your thoughts on the algorithms? Have you noticed changes that have been worse since last year? I feel as though the reach for your audience, not yours, I'm just speaking as a whole and the kind of things I
Right.
notice, it's way lower than what it was, and Instagram's really capping off the creatives.
I agree. I mean, I don't get nowhere near as much on Instagram as I used to.
Hmm.
Um, like what I was saying earlier, that's why I moved into like just really learning the marketing side, really learning how to, get on playlisting, like you say, the algorithm. So I've moved to YouTube in a lot of ways for the promotion. Like recently, we've been promoting time. We're gonna be promoting Big Noise heavy on YouTube. So I do think you get more for your more bang for your buck in the promotions, for your budget than other platforms, and just experimenting, networking, getting to know um, other people that put on playlists, blogs, and stuff like that, and really just grinding it out the old school way. Because at the end of the day, like social media can be taken away from us. Like that site could go down, and then we still got to be able to communicate with our fan base. So just trying to build email lists, trying to do stuff like that. So that's kind of where my focus is now with the music and promoting it. Is just really going back. I guess you want to say grassroots, like really trying to go back grassroots and one fan at a time, what I'm saying, building it that way and just using social media as it's just a place to kind of just house your content.
I get it. YouTube definitely
Right,
is. It makes more sense now than Instagram because Instagram, you could
right.
just tell that there's some people in the higher ups that are stopping people from really thriving on there and making a living. It's
Yeah.
crazy from what you see on there. But I did want to touch on this because the BET Awards just happened on Monday. Isn't it crazy how Angie Stone didn't get any mention in the memoriam there? I don't know if you might have saw that, but there was no mention of her.
So no, I didn't see it, man. I got a lot of stuff going on with my day with this release, so I actually didn't tune in. Yeah, I really wouldn't have any comments on it, man. Rest in peace. Beautiful artist, great artist, love the voice. Like she's legendary for the culture. Um, so we can give her her flowers. Angie Stone, rest in
Absolutely.
peace. We love you.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think they did that at someone at the Oscars recently too. Yeah, I think there was a couple people they did it towards the Oscars where they just didn't mention people. It's just I don't get how you can leave legends out when you're doing the in memory of.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes I think it's just to give people stuff to talk about, but that's me. We ain't gotta
Yeah, it
we ain't gotta
probably
go
could
down
be.
there. We ain't gotta go down there road. But it might be a little cynical, but a lot of times I'm like, man, they do it just to create a narrative. Like again, I'm studying marketing more, so it's like that's a part of the psychology, is that a lot of these viral things are created. They're just not out the blue. Like there's a lot of work that goes behind making some of these things go viral and making things pop. And there's a science to it as well. So
Mhm. And they thrive off the negativity, so
that's the sad thing about it, because it works both ways, man. Like it really does.
it does. It's
It really
sad.
does. Yeah.
It definitely is sad. I wanted to get into because I remember we talked about it last time as well. Was that you were in a group with your cousins and your brother? Is that was that what happened when you were really younger
Yeah. Like
with
high school.
talent shows and things like that? So what was
Yeah.
the highlight when you guys were in a group going to these talent shows?
Man, the highlight was it's crazy because I just told this story like 3, 4 days ago. It was actually getting booed in a rival city.
That's crazy.
It really was like so. So we went to the next city, and we were from, so it's Haines City and it's Winter Haven. Like that's the name of the cities. Like we're in the same county, but um we were from Haines City. We went over to Winter Haven, high school rivals, stuff like that. So, but the talent shows over there were just they had a nice arena. Like it was always just bigger, just more was going on. Everybody talked about them. So we was like, man, we gonna go into the Lions Den and just just sing our hearts out. And so we tried to keep it a secret that we was from like a rival city, but we got up there and we sang. People went crazy. Like my cousin like took his shirt off, and it was dope. I think we were singing like a Drew Hill song, but the crowd went crazy. And then when the announcer came out, he was like, "Hey, give it up for I don't remember the name of the group. Give it up for so and so and so and so for Haines City." And everybody was like, "Boo!" But we thought it was. I still thought it was dope because, like, I look back. I told that story the other day. I was like, man, we really had the guts to just go into a city like that didn't even want us and just be in the talent show and try to win at that. So that was one of the highlights, man. Just that having that desire to just want to be heard and just like you say, just chase it.
Mhm. That's what you got to do, just chase it. And there
Right,
are times where you get those Apollo like performances and you
right,
get booed, even if you're good. It just happens. I don't know why, but I've heard stories from you name it. I mean, we could look back at Lauryn Hill's performance, or I've heard that the game when he first started, I think when he's on some big tour, he got booed overseas or something. I remember hearing a story about that. So it's
right.
you get these big artists that become successful that are getting booed early on. It shouldn't shake you. It should only make you.
Yeah, you learn from it, man. Trust me. you, you learn from it and you learn faster, bro. It's faster than somebody telling you. It's like you grow almost immediately,
You
instantly
do.
from a situation like that, especially when you're persevering. Like if
Mhm.
you just a cat that's gonna give up, you just won't ever see a stage again. But when you wake up the next day and you're like, man, okay, what could I do different? Because what can I do different? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said at the end of the day, it was one of the it was still a highlight, you know what I'm saying? More than just doing the shows that everything just kind of went well. It was a highlight because like we talked about doing that. Like we talked about it. Like people's like, man, y'all was crazy. But we did it,
You,
so
you did. You got any pictures of you guys from when you were going around? Is there
man,
any footage of
so
this?
I hate to really spill how old I am, but this was like pre-internet days.
Oh, okay. So you would have had the Polaroids and things like that, the
Yeah,
cameras. Oops, I think you froze up a little bit, Tay. Can you hear me? Oh,
yeah, I'm
you
still here.
froze up a little bit. That's what happened. I didn't even catch anything you said after I said the
Okay.
Polaroid camera.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, uh, yeah, man. I don't have any pictures. I don't know if anybody else does, but this would have been like mid '90s. So, yeah, like you said, maybe some Polaroids, maybe somebody got some somewhere hanging on their wall. But I'd love to see them. If you got them, man, please put them up, post them, tag
Put them
me
up there. You never know. Who
in.
knows?
Yeah, yeah. Because
So,
that's crazy. Like that's the thing, bro. Like not to cut you off, but that's the
oh,
thing.
you're
It's
good.
like I wish, I wish we could have had the tools we had today when I man.
Really? You think so? Well, I think it goes back.
I
I think social media would have. I don't think we. You think we would have got greats really back in the day, like Usher, if we had social media and things
Well,
like
I can't
that?
say I'm speaking from the perspective of what I would have been able to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But how it would have definitely changed the game, though. I agree because I mean, and I guess the biggest example is like look at now. It's like it is watered down. So
Hmm.
I do agree with that. But man, if I had some of these tools, I would have went crazy, bro.
You would have
So
feasted. I just think,
yeah,
I mean, when we look at the social media era, outside of when you think of Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, that
mm-hmm.
generation of hip hop, and we know Chris Brown, Trey Songz, and all these guys that came out prior, there's only you can really count on one hand the amount of superstar, next level, generational talent that have really come out of the social media era because it's just all watered down music. It's all who's here today and gone tomorrow, pretty much.
No, that's true. That's true.
It's
Yeah,
just
I agree. I
it's tough. That's what I mean. If that were to
yeah.
happen in the 90s, I don't know, would we have gotten all these great art? It's just it's
That's that's another way to look at it. Like, yeah, I agree. Like on the flip side, it's like it would have been watered down in the '90s, and so now people wouldn't have tried as hard. They wouldn't have like some of the stuff we was doing. Man, I remember like I said, I was a preacher's kid, bro. We used to I used to take the keys from the church to the church and go sneak over to the church, and we would rehearse. You know what I'm saying? Like just thinking like doing stuff like that because there was no internet to just pop up a phone and do it. Like we actually had to go have an instrument, have a piano, have microphones. Like we had to have equipment. So like that's kind of how we used to get around trying to rehearse. So no, I feel you, bro. Cause I man, when I tell you like some of the things I did just to kind of immerse myself in music when the avenues weren't there, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it was a grind,
Definitely. A lot of people
you
don't
know.
know the grind now. Well, the grind now is buy your way into the red carpets and the award shows. Just buy a
Yeah.
100K followers and a blue check, and you can probably fake it to the top. But I don't know how long that's gonna last. But that's just things I've noticed as of recent that people are buying their grind, and it's just I don't know how well it'll hold out.
I mean, it'll hold out as long as it's making money. But in terms of quality, you're right, like that, because that's what it comes down to. Like a lot of it is it's shifted from quality, and it's like music can be so easily, well, I would say easily monetized, but there's it's just different, bro. Like it's just different.
It is. It's different. And it can really be detrimental and
Right.
disappointing. It's another obstacle that people have to go through in the industry when they're fighting up against people. Because a lot of these companies and things like that, they go off of statistics. They want to know how many statistics you have. All the analytics matter, and people are purchasing
Right.
all
Right.
these statistics that you see. A lot of them are. It's sad to see because they're choosing statistics over actual talent, and it's discouraging.
Right. So another reason I've been studying marketing, like this show that's coming up, it's sold out, and we did it with just family and friends and just grinding, so like just to encourage artists who are, because I was there just stuck in like, oh, I got to get my social media up, I got to get my YouTube up, man, you just have to connect with people one on one, what I'm saying, find a way to keep communicating and connecting with them and just monetize it that way. It can happen. Like that's one thing that a label can't stop, social media can't stop. Is just a true, genuine connection with another human being. And
Mhm.
I think we forget that, like because it gets so easy to do it like this. Hey, let's just hop on a Zoom call. Hey, let's just hop on. But a genuine in the room connection with fans, with people, grassroots, like you can't beat it. Like there's nothing you can do to stop that type of momentum. And by the time you're on the radar, it's too late. Like you got a movement now, so it's a little too late. So that's kind of how I look at it now. Like the focus here, moving forward over the past, like I say since the beginning of January, I just try to tell myself I'm still posting a lot, but the focus really is on getting in people's faces and creating that one-on-one connection
Mhm.
and
That's what
building
you
that
have to do.
relationship. Mm-hmm.
Got to stay in people's faces. And how about how
Yeah.
fast this year is going by? This year is blown by.
Halfway through. Halfway
It's
through.
insane. Years are going by now like weeks. It's
Yes.
crazy.
Yes. And it's
I
gonna
mean,
get
I
faster.
felt as though we just kind of talk, even though it was over a year ago, but it didn't seem so distant since the last time
No,
we
it did.
talked.
It didn't. So I pulled up the interview from that just to kind of get a vibe again, right? And I'm like, oh, that was like almost a year, like you said, a year, like right at a year, maybe a little more than a year.
Hmm.
And I'm like I feel like I just talked to this man,
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's
but
going by
yeah,
in a breeze, and it's
yeah,
crazy because I feel as though, you know what it is, because we're following our own creative paths. I feel as though the people around us, like there's people that aren't in the industry that we're around at times,
mm-hmm,
their lives are changing constantly. You're like, whoa, this changed, this changed. It's because we're
right,
not really changing. We're just still following the same path and maneuvering through those obstacles while people
mm-hmm.
are just on the regular trajectory of life. So
Blowing with the
anything can
wind, yeah,
happen.
right. Yeah, I guess it feels like that. Like we're growing every day, but we know our purpose. So
Exactly.
sometimes, because like I said, I don't really even watch TV no more as much as I used to. So like when people talk about stuff that's outside of like my ecosystem, I probably sound like I'm like, bro, I don't know what are you talking about.
I remember we talked about that last time. You don't
Yeah,
have any you don't watch any
I
TV.
do. No, well, not during the day. Like I really focus on the music. Whether I'm in the studio producing, recording. I also invest as well. So and then just learning, just knowledge. Like I chose to replace that time with just something just a little more constructive. But I
Mhm.
will watch a movie in the evening to wind down, stuff like that. But it's not like this consistent, like catching all the sitcoms every week and all. Like I don't have that type of time, bro.
It's
Like
too much, and we're getting too much information. That was the thing I read on
right,
social media earlier on
right.
Twitter. Someone said that we're getting too much information at once, and
We are.
need social media to take a break for a year so that we snap back into reality. And I kind of, even though I don't agree, but I do agree with it a little bit. It's too much information.
Man, when you go on, like, okay, when I went on vacation, we went to Jamaica back in March in the grill. Man, we went to Jamaica and just like, put the phones down, stuff like that. Just up me and the family. It's just like, it's just so different, bro. It's so crazy. Just kind of like not be plugged in and just be all you worried about is, hey, where we going? You want to get on the boat? Let's take a boat trip. Hey, let's go, eat crab or whatever, or eat some jerk chicken. And it's just you're just doing things, and you're not on TV, you're not on social media, you're completely present, like you're in the moment, and it feels different. Like
It
you feel more
does.
in tune with just everybody, even that's in your like immediate area, just by like unplugging and really just enjoying the vibe. Like even strangers,
Hmm.
like you find yourself talking to strangers, having a good conversation, like it's different, man. So I do implore people like take time out and just unplug, just go walk around your downtown with no phone.
Try
You
it
know what I'm saying?
because
Yeah,
it's
just
it's
try it.
tough. It's almost as
Right.
if our phones are arteries now. You can't leave the house without it.
It's a symbiotic relationship almost like
It is.
it's like you need it, and it's like everything you do. Hold on, let me pick my phone up. Everywhere you go, let me pick my phone up. Let me. So it is a part of life. I don't want to knock it. I don't want to make it sound like people using their phones. It's not. It's not like that. It's just recognizing like when it's too much. Just
Hmm.
recognizing like when life isn't, we weren't designed to operate in these ways. Like we were just, to me, I just feel like we're here to create. We're here to create and just be social and yeah, be human.
And with humans comes lots of flaws.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you mentioned movies before. So what's your type of movie? Because you said you occasionally sit down and watch a movie. So what is your type of movie?
Yeah, so man, I really like thrillers, like crime thrillers, like suspense movies. I like stuff that kind of keep me on the edge of my seat. Action and comedy. Um, my wife loves horror. I'm not super crazy about horror, but I
Oh,
will
I'm a
watch
big
it every
horror
now and then.
guy.
You are some of the old school stuff, but sometimes. So let me ask you. So are you? Do you have you watched Black Mirror?
Black
It's
Mirror,
not
the
really
TV
horror.
show, the TV show,
It's Black Mirror. It's like something. It's like a net. It's on Netflix.
Netflix. I've not watched it that deeply.
Oh, okay. So it to me it kind of does tie into like what we were just talking about because it's Black Mirror because it's kind of showing you society,
Mhm.
but it's exposing like all the like you said, been on your phone too much, and they take it and twist it in this like almost cringy. Sometimes it's horror. Sometimes it's interesting if you like that type of stuff, because it shows you, but and you can see it like clear as day when you're watching it. But then sometimes it's harder, just like man, that's really going on in society right now. Like it's really that wild.
It is.
They had an episode, for example, where like here we were just talking about it, um, your Facebook, how many likes you got on Facebook was like your credit score,
Mm.
like literally. So it's like the lady was trying to get on the airplane and like her Facebook likes had dropped, so she like couldn't get a first class ticket. Like it's real weird like that. But it shows you because it's like that because in the real world, like you just said, that's valuable. Like a
Hmm.
million followers is valuable. We got to look at it like that. It's valuable when you got a lot of views, when you got a lot of followers. Like that could be used as currency. People see it as real currency in the industry. So that's kind of what Black Mirror is trying to do in those aspects.
Mm. I gotta check the show out deeper. I think one of my
Yeah,
professors in college kind of showed us that an example, and I just
yeah,
never got into it. Plus, I was doing so many other things at the time, doing radio, interviews, and classwork. I'm not big on these Netflix shows 'cause I feel as though those things are just they just suck you right in, and then you never leave the couch after that. I see what it does to people, but binge
it can't.
watching
Yep,
Netflix,
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, it can't happen.
I can't with that. I'm more of a movie guy. Just give me the movie. I'll sit down for an hour and a half and or 2 hours, and that's it. I don't need to be hooked on a show for all day every day.
I feel you. Yeah, I don't think we binge watch. Every now and then, it's been a while, man, because we really gotta like the show. Like me and my wife gotta like it.
Hmm.
Like it ain't just, so if we don't like it, she don't like it, we might watch a couple episodes. I don't think we've ever, maybe on a holiday, we sat down with like, hey, we just not gonna do nothing. It's gotta be one of those days, like we're gonna not do nothing but sit here and just decompress. It's gotta be one of those days, like, because it's definitely not something. Hey, we're gonna just binge watch this show for 3 days. That's crazy.
It's unbelievable. It's too long. It takes up too much of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. Lazy days.
Especially because when we look at your earlier career, you were given the piano lessons, your mother put you in those lessons. Have you thought about
Mhm,
potentially, because your mother wanted you to follow this path of music because she was doing music herself?
mhm.
Or do you want to do a track with her? Is that something that could possibly be?
We've talked about it. Well, I've talked about it. So when we did the Taye Ricks, when we did my birthday concert, when we did it, the original one, um, she actually surprised me at the end and came and sang happy birthday. So I do have like footage of that. My mom has an amazing voice, man. Like for real. Like so I want to do a song with her because I feel like this is something she wanted to do and just the opportunity just wasn't there, like where she was growing up. So like to even just do a song and just have it out just so she can like hear her voice recorded because I don't think she's ever done a recording that I'm aware of, like nothing professional.
Mm.
So I would love to put her in that space and have that experience with her. I think it'd be real dope. So there is a song that I thought about, an idea that I thought about doing, and if I could pull it together, we'll be back on to talk about it because it'll definitely be dope.
That would be fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember, 'cause I'm trying to remember the history of everything because you went into the military. I think that was back in 2001. You joined the
Hmm.
Marines. And so at one
Yeah.
point, because you were working regular jobs, I think was it in accounting? Because that's what you went to school for. Did you have an accounting
Right.
job?
So I went to school for accounting, but I never worked formally in accounting. I was, however, a CFO of some LLCs of some small businesses with family. But no, I was actually working in corrections at the time where I stopped, when I was doing like, Rick Ross type of story. Like
He called him
I was
out.
working in corrections.
He called him out.
Yeah, just like, hey, I'm here, man. I was working in the Florida Department of Corrections as
At least
well.
you admit
And
it.
yeah, yeah. I'm on it. Hey, I gotta get ahead of it.
They're gonna have your picture. You're shaking a
And they
woman's
do like
hand.
what's crazy is though, real talk, bro. Like they do because I didn't try to, but I won a medal of heroism. And the day I was going to work, there was a big car accident in front of me, and the car caught fire. And
Ooh.
so me and another friend like pulled this guy out, and it just so happened we had our uniforms on. Like it was, like a lot of news and stuff. So uh somebody from the job like wrote it up, and then I got awarded a mental heroism. So I went to, we drove to Tallahassee, met the governor and stuff like that. So there's a picture online, bro, of like me and so I can't deny it. So yeah, so I was in corrections when I quit and decided to say, hey man, screw it. I'm just gonna do music full time. Like this is where my heart is. This is where my passion is, and let's just go
Mhm.
for it all the way.
Mm. It's different though, because you're an R&B artist. You could get away with it easily. The hip
That's
hop and
true. That's
the
true.
gang banging and all that stuff, and then you got the correctional facility. It's what are you doing?
Yeah,
What do you? I like Ross.
right.
There's some things there like that, and another thing that he's recently did that I wasn't a fan of. But
Mhm.
aside of that, I think he's a good artist, and I do find that hilarious though that you made that comparison right away.
Yeah, man.
Short enough to really say off of that. When did you jump off and really start to dive in? What were some kind of those first big moves that you made to really get you on the path that you were on now with starting a label and everything? Because
Mhm.
we went through the early history and everything.
Right. So some of the biggest moves I made is just leveling up, my game and my sound. So like a lot of the stuff before I quit, I was like doing it home, just learning, home studio, built it myself. Like I say, the grind. I come from like the closet recording booth days. You know what I'm saying, with the egg shit, like hustle and flow type. So like I gotten used to that, and I had to get out of that. So I was talking to, just playing my music for people, and they was like, "Yo, man, your stuff really sounds good, but you just got to take it to the next level." And so, find a studio, a professional studio in your area, and it's gonna cost a little bit more, but it's gonna be worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I did. I started going to Clear Track. Shout out to Clear Tracks over here, Clear Track Studios in Clearwater, Florida. And it's it's tucked off, man. A lot of people don't know about it, but a lot of artists fly in and go to that studio. So amazing studio. They have a room just dedicated to just mixing and mastering. So I went there, man, and just changed the game. And I started meeting, more engineers in the game, more artists. I started learning more. So, and my sound to me just got exponentially just better just by having other ears on it. So, I was a little reluctant early on back in the day to, how it is with your sound, it's your baby. But I quickly got used to just letting professional ears touch it. So that was some of the biggest things. And once, you know, it got to the point where I'm like, man, I can really, really like I heard that music. I'm like, I can do this now. Like this is it. This was the difference. This is the cherry on top. So let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. So Tay, I see you got the piano in the background. How about if you feel comfortable enough, would you like to give us a little live preview or just a snippet of Big Noise? Is there anything maybe we could get a little or even just
Um, I
anything?
can, man, but I'm a yeah, you know what? Let me grab the guitar, man. It's gonna be easier because I
All
got
right,
I got
yeah,
a lot
do
of
the
stuff going
guitar,
on.
do something. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I know you're a big instrument guy.
Yeah, man. So let's see. Let's see. I don't know if I think I've done this one time on a guitar and got some stuff here. So get fresh and put on your shades. We outside and it's summertime. Big whips on A1A, jumping like it's 95. Pull up like some bad boys. Yeah. Pull up with some big toys. Hit the beach with some baddies. Trunk bumping that big noise.
A snippet right there, ladies and gentlemen. Big
Yeah, yeah,
Noise
just a little bit,
available.
man. Just a little.
I
Go ahead.
appreciate it. Great job, man. Thank you for sharing us that snippet. Big Noise available all platforms. June 19th, the visual is going to be out on the YouTube channel. And can they follow you? Let them know where they can follow you on Instagram, X, and the YouTube channel is at Taye Ricks as well, right?
Yeah, so everything is Taye Ricks, man. Taye Ricks on Instagram, on YouTube, anywhere Taye Ricks, Apple Music, Spotify, anywhere you can find music on the digital streaming sites. A Big Noise will be dropping June 19th. Let's get it.
June 19th, you heard it. Make sure you go download it, stream it, support. Yeah, guarantee you won't be disappointed. This guy is one of the biggest up and coming artists. I put everything on it. I put a lot. I
Thank
think
you.
I got 5 on it. I'll double it. I got 10 on
Let's
it.
go. Let's go, man. I appreciate you, man. And I always appreciate your time and your energy, brother.
Of course, man. No, I appreciate you, man. You're a real one. And like I said, anytime that you have any new music that you're pushing, let me know. You always have a seat on the platform.
All right, brother. Thank you.
You already know, man. Enjoy the rest of your night, all right?
All right, you too, man.
All right,
Peace.
man. Peace out.
All right.